Since we're on the topic of making selections to manipulate images, what I'd like to do is take a look at a brand new feature inside of Photoshop CS5 called Content Aware Fill. And this is going to save you a ton of time. Right now I'm working with a document called penguins.psd, which is available in your resources folder. What we want to do in this particular case is remove this center penguin right here. In fact, right now I'm at 100%, but if I scroll up, you can see there's a third and fourth penguin just above this guy. But I'm talking about this one penguin right here in front of the rock. Now, this is a little bit trickier to pull off. For example, if we want to remove this penguin down here, we could probably use the clone tools to kind of take some area from the sandy beach over here with the rocks and just put it on top of the penguin. But with the rock, it's a little bit more complicated because we have to worry about getting the right amount of rocks here to remove the penguin and then reveal enough of the rock behind him to get rid of him. And it's going to take a lot of work of sampling areas from one portion of the image to place it on top of the penguin. So it's a tedious task. Certainly something that could have been accomplished in previous versions, but let's say you have only a couple of minutes to pull this off. Inside of Photoshop CS5, the Content Aware Fill is going to save you so much time. Let's go ahead and make a simple selection. I'm going to choose the Polygon Lasso tool, and I'm going to make a crude selection around this penguin. So I'm just going to click around the penguin to make sure I have the majority of them selected. You'll notice I'm not getting real close to the edges of the penguin, but I'm making a selection around the penguin nevertheless, and I'm going to go ahead and complete this selection. With this penguin selected now, what we need to do is remove the penguin, replace him with the rocky, sandy beach, and also this larger rock in the background. Watch how quickly and easily we can achieve this by coming up to the Edit menu, and under the Edit menu you can go ahead and select Fill to open up the Fill dialog box. Now take a look at the Fill dialog box. There's a Use drop-down menu. We're not going to be worrying about the foreground and background colors. No, in this case we want to select Content Aware. With that option selected, go ahead and click OK, and when you do, the penguin is removed and it's replaced with what you would think is underneath and behind the penguin. I'm going to go ahead and deselect this, Command D or Control D on a Windows machine. And you have to say it looks pretty darn good without having to do much of anything except making a very crude selection and then just using that new Content Aware Fill option to get rid of that selection, replacing it with what looks like would naturally be in that space.